Hey gang, so it's really a beautiful day right now. We have not the best weather forecast, lots of clouds, and we have had intermittent rains today. So I think I'm going to take the opportunity. I've removed the telescope from my tripod, and I brought it inside. I've been fighting some dust motes for several weeks now, and they're calibrating out no problem. But I was just thinking that I would like to see if I could get them cleaned out. I've cleaned my objective lens a few times, and let's see, I've cleaned my filters, and neither of those have gotten rid of the motes, so I haven't found them yet. It might be on my camera sensor or the glass that covers it, but I thought I might just kind of go in and do cleaning on the entire optical train today and see if I can get rid of those. And anyway, I'll show you here. This is what the motes are looking like in my calibration files. So anyway, if you want to check this out, I'm going to be cleaning all of my optics, and I've got an Altura cleaning kit. I'll have a link for this kit down below in the description. And it is an affiliate link with Amazon. So if you need a cleaning kit and would like to support this channel, then using that link is absolutely free to you and would help support my channel. So thank you if you decide to do that. So my name is Doug, and this is AstroAF. All right, so I wanted to take this opportunity. In the last like 30 seconds, it completely got overcast and started raining, so the weather's just really unpredictable, which is a great day to work on gear inside and do videos. So, so I thought today I wanted to work on these dust motes that I've been seeing in my calibration files for a few weeks now. I know I've been kind of lazy. I tried a couple things to clean it up, but it really hasn't helped much. I had purchased this a couple months ago. It's the Altura photo cleaning kit, and I really like it. It came with a really nice case. It has a rocket blower, cleaning solution. It comes with a nice cleaning pen that has a soft brush, and also has a round kind of a cleaning pad to go around to get the edges around the edges of your optics. It came with another brush, which is kind of like a makeup brush really, but these are really soft fibers. It comes with a pack of sensor cleaning swabs. They do send an extra little bottle. I haven't used it for anything, but whatever you might use that for. It has a nice little pouch over on the other side with a retaining net, and they provide a couple really nice microfiber cleaning cloths. This black one is actually really nice. This is kind of this one here is kind of your average cleaning cloth. This one is like it's premium, really. And it's pretty large. It does. I really like this one. It works really well. They also provide these little lens tissue papers. They have a booklet of them. I don't know how. There's at least 100 in here, and these are for the initial wet cleaning of the optics, and then a little instruction page. So with that, I thought that I would go ahead and get started on cleaning here. Let me get some things back out of the way. And I'm going to start at my objective lens and work my way back. I already have my imaging train removed here. And I'm going to begin with removing the dew cap, which on this telescope just unscrews from this retaining ring. And this is just to get this out of the way so that I have better access to the objective lens to clean it, and also to clean out inside here and make it easier to blow this off and hopefully do a better job. But I will start with blowing. And I looked through this a little bit ago and up into the light, and I saw a lot of dust. I'm hoping it's on the outside and not dust that's on the inside of the objective lens. I actually don't know if this unscrews from here or not. Yes, it does. So I'm going to take this opportunity to inspect this. Maybe this is not a good idea. I haven't had this off before, but I want to look at it. What could go wrong? This is kind of nice though. If this were to get wet, I really like this telescope. This is marketed as a water resistant objective lens assembly. And yeah, there's all kinds of dust on this. I just don't know if it's on the inside or outside. So cleaning, the way that I was taught was to make sure your lens is pointing downwards when you're blowing it so the dust blows out and does not settle back in again. And I'm going to kind of screw this back in just a little bit, just to keep dust that might occur from going into the optical tube. I try really hard to keep this sealed all the time. I have a visual back on here right now with a plug on it to seal up the focuser tube side. So the first thing that I'm going to do is get the lens tissue paper. I'll tear that off. And then you never spray this liquid directly on your optical lenses. You always spray this onto the cleaning paper. So I'll do that away from here. And just like one or two sprays, I'm doing one spray on each side of this paper. And then I'm just going to gently wipe this. These lenses are coated, and it seems to be a really durable coating. Weight on the inside, let's see. It does help to look at this with a light on the back. Makes it much easier to determine if you're doing it. Yeah, that actually looks so much better. I don't think there's dust on the inside. And with the initial dust removed, and I'm not pressing here, I am very, very lightly just moving this cleaning paper over the lens. It's a little bit frustrating sometimes because every time you touch it, it kind of leaves a mark, a little smudge or something like that. But I want to come back through, and I think first I will now use my brush, go make sure that's cleaned off, and then I'm going to use this other side and just do a light wipe around the edge. And that's just to get any dust I couldn't get to with the paper on my finger. And that left a little smudge mark, and so now I'll work on getting that out. And I've had the best luck with doing the final with this really premium microfiber. I really like this one. I think that's looking pretty good. I think there's dust on the inside here. And this may be where my motes have been coming from. Looking at this with a light on the back does really help. Yeah, I'm going to clean that inside. This will be a little bit more difficult. Get to. Let's try just a brush first. I always like to fold these because then I can open them up and fold them the other direction. I'll give this another spray. Really just trying to make sure my finger doesn't slip off the edge and touch it. All right. Go around the edge with this pin. Microfiber wipe. I'm just going to do this into the light until I'm happy. I'm not sure, but I may have just found those motes. Things on here that appear to be what I'm seeing. I suppose it doesn't have to be perfect, because even with as bad as these motes were, it's still calibrating out. Yeah, but it would just be nice to get rid of them. Getting close. It's kind of like washing windows. It is kind of tedious though. Whatever you do, don't blow into these. Use your blower, because you'll end up spitting on your lens. Probably shouldn't be talking too much while I'm doing this, I guess. Just taking whatever time it takes on this one, so once I get it back together, I'm happy with it. I don't know if I'll get rid of these motes or not. In some ways, way, it almost looks like there might be something between the two lenses. I'm not sure. I'm not going to take those apart, but I am almost done here. It's definitely better than it was. All right, we'll try that. We'll just screw this back on. This was not very tight, so I'm just going to hand tighten it back to where it was. That's it. This back on the retaining ring. Clean out the cap. These caps can be little dust collectors, I have found. I had one time I set this down on the tripod spreader plate overnight. I guess I usually do that, and I set it upside down, set it on the plate, and one night I had a spider crawl in and make a little nest web right in the corner there, and I didn't see it when I came in the morning and I did my biases, and I put that on and I ran my biases. I didn't see it in the biases because it was so dark, but that evening when I took this out, I had a web all the way around. He set up camp and thought it was a good place, I guess, to catch some bugs. But anyway, cleaned him out of there. You never know what kind of critters are going to crawl on your gear, I guess. All right, so with that, I want to come over and start looking at my image train. I'm going to start with my field flattener. This seems to be pretty snug. Yeah, this has some smudges on it. I'll get a new cleaning paper for this. Now, I don't think I've cleaned this before, so this could be the source of those motes, maybe. Okay, that looks pretty much perfect. I don't think there's anything on the inside of this that I can see. that's perfect. What I think I'm going to do is just sort of reassemble my image train. Now the cap in. So maybe I will keep that in the bag. I'll just get a cap. Right back. All right. I found the cap for the field flattener, and these, like all caps, tend to collect dust. I'll go ahead and get that screwed on, and then that should be good. All right, I want to clean my prism for my off-axis guider. And then I've got my lens in here, or my filter in here I want to clean as well. And I'm thinking maybe I'm going to put a little bit of blue tape on this camera before I remove it, so I know where approximately to put it at. All right, yeah, just a little piece of blue tape here, put on here temporarily, and that'll just give me an idea of where this goes back on. I'm just going to fold one end here to make it a little easier to pull off. But that just gives me a little indicator as to how far in to put that back, and then I'll, for rough focus, and then I will get it refocused next time I have a session. I think this looks like it's really clean. I don't think I'm going to wipe it. I'm going to call that good. Take a look at, let's see, I'm going to pull. This is one thing I want to see if I can improve. It's really tight to get the filters in and out of that filter drawer. All right. Okay, with this, I just want to make sure this prism is clean. I think it is. I saw someone mention about painting the backside of their prism black. I wonder, has anybody done that? And is that something that you would recommend? Let me know down in the comments. See, that looks good. Let's check out the camera. That looks like it's completely clean as well. I don't see any dust on that. And the actual sensor is sealed in there, so I don't think there's a problem down on the sensor. And the last thing is the filter itself. And I just cleaned this not too long ago, just a couple nights ago, and I think it is still good. You can have it a really easy wipe here. It just looked like it had a little bit of a film on it. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. All right, I'm happy with that. I'll put that back into the filter drawer. And then the OAG. And then really I should, let me take the filter out again here real quick, because I need to make sure that I align the prism so that it's out of the field of view. I don't know if you'd be able to see that or not, but just getting the prism aligned, I think that looks pretty good. And then I just got to make sure that I have clearance with the filter wheel, because my clearances on this are just really tight to get this in. And I do have to, okay, I think that might work. Let's see. Yeah, it's just really tight. It just barely touches the bottom of the camera ring. Make sure that's tight. And that looks clean. I will put the guide camera back. Hopefully that's pretty close to back in focus, and I have this oriented so the sensor is perpendicular to the prism. And we'll see, I may need to change that, but I think that is the way I want to do it. And so with that, should be ready to go ahead and put this back on, attached to the field flattener, and reassemble my image train completely. So this, the first thing I'm going to do is get this seated. So this is a Hotech field flattener, and it has a self-centering like gasket rings in here, and what you do is you turn this ring here and it expands the gaskets inside so that they self-center. You know, it might be easier. Let's see, I don't know if it'll balance or not. Yeah, with it like this, I can kind of push down and I'll loosen that back up again a little bit. Okay, and then I can push down on it. This, if I can keep that pushing down, I think I can better avoid having any tilt because of having things not perfectly aligned. But these gaskets that expand in here, so that just basically centered this in all directions. And then I'll tighten this compression ring here, because that's where you can get introduce some tilt. If you get these set up incorrectly, and you know, you can slightly tilt your, like in this case, a field flattener. So that's in there good now. And then next I want to kind of do the same thing and attach the camera. Maybe I should have done this first, probably. I'm gonna have to rotate this, unless I get really lucky. Yeah, I'm gonna rotate this. And then what I like, I would just want to, all the rotators here, I have a couple. So I have this. The only problem with this rotator is that I get interference in my plate here, and I would like to see if I can maybe get a different plate that would move further up. So I'd have clearance on my focuser, and I could just, because this will rotate 360 degrees, and that would be really convenient. But I do want to just get that lined up, which looks good. And then line the camera up. Just get it as close as I can visually. Double check that. It's just a good starting point. And now, see if I can tighten this without it rotating. I'm kind of pushing down at the same time. Now, what I'm hoping is that will make sure that the camera is seated nice and squarely into the optical tube to avoid introducing tilt. Make sure everything is tight. Then I can basically wire everything back. All right. And that, then I will go ahead and do a test flat and see if I was successful in getting rid of the motes. So anyway, hope that was helpful. Check out the Altura kit. If you're interested in that, I have the Amazon link below in the description. It's an affiliate link, as I mentioned, so if you're interested in this kit and would like to help out the channel, please consider navigating over to Amazon using that link to buy it. So anyway, thank you very much, and I am Doug, and this is AstroAF.